What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another one. In today's video, we're going to be adding the Pinpoint GPS upgrade kit to our MotorGuide Xi3 trolling motor. Let's get started. All right, folks, this is everything that you're going to get inside the box when you open the Pinpoint GPS box. Now, first thing, you're going to get a quick reference guide, what all your buttons do on the remote, things of that nature. You get, of course, the remote. This is the lanyard for the remote. And then this is just the GPS module. This end, which says up, this is going in the head of the trolling motor, and then this will be routed down through the cable. This will go at the base of the trolling motor. So we'll get started. I'm going to get that head off, or took loose. I'll show you what you got to do there, and we'll get started installing this thing. Okay, so on the bottom of the head of the trolling motor, this is what I call the top. So on the bottom side, you've got 5 screw holes, 4 around the post, around the shaft, and then 1 out here on the back. And then this should just pop right off, just like that. And then you'll see in here these 2 little screw holes, this one and this one, which is going to be in between where the lid screws on, here, here, and here. So right here is where our module piece is going to go. This one right here. Okay, so that being said, I'll show this to you right here, and then I'm going to use the screws to put it in. So it's there. Up, needs to be up toward the lid. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so we've got that screwed in there. We're going to route the cable. It will come this way. There is a notch cut out for it right here for that cable to run through. We'll go underneath this. Try to do this one-handed here, just like so, just like that. Okay, we'll try to get this lid snapped back on here so I can hold this in place, and then we'll start routing the cable. Okay, with the lid back on and in place, we have to start routing this cable. Now, the easiest way to go about that is to just wrap it through these coils. So to do that, on this one, we'll start on that side and start wrapping it through, moving the module along as we go, just one right after the next. I'll catch back up to you when I make it to the bottom. All right, so now I have put the trolling motor in the deployed position. I have this cord run all the way up to the head. And now what we have to do is start taking our side cover off. Now there's just 1 screw on each side. And we'll get it off. I want to show you. If you watch my install video for this trolling motor, you'll already know this. But I do want to show it again, because there is some line-up tabs that you want to make sure that you don't damage. Okay, there's one right here at the front that would slide into that hole, and then that hole right there has one of its own right there. Okay, so we'll pull both of these off, and we will get the center control head out. So I had to skip ahead here just a little bit because I wasn't really sure how the routing was supposed to be to start with. But I want to go back and say, to get this off, to get the little screen and everything up, you'll have to push down your lever here, your deploy lever, and then this will just come up out of the way. And you can leave it plugged up. There's nothing crazy you got to do there. When you get inside, you'll have a capped off connector here, and you will, and this is the Xi3, it may be different on the Xi5. This is the way it's going to go in. So if you're looking at the trolling motor, your wire from where you run it through the cable will come in, and there's a slot for it to run around, so your wires will be on the right hand side. Okay, now this long cable that come with it, that's the NMEA cable. If you're not using it, which I'm not, it's fine to just leave it just coiled up in here. Not going to cause a problem. The short cable is your actual GPS cable, and that's the one we're about to hook up to the one that was already in here. So should be, we just unscrew this one out of here, and we'll be able to plug it up. This is the little cap that come out of that. It's just a quarter turn. You just turn it a quarter like you was taking off counterclockwise, and then you're done there. And then this, you plug it together, and then the same thing with this little nut. You get it lined up, and then quarter turn clockwise, and you're done. You're connected. There's no questions about it. Okay, let's see if I can get these tucked in here a little bit more neatly, just for the sake of my mental state, and I will see if I can get these covers back on, and we'll get to connecting the remote to the trolling motor. So yeah, y'all stick with it. Once again, I want to mention it, don't forget about your tabs that are going to slide in there and there. You get those in, you're good. This thing goes on square. There's no fighting it, nothing. So if you're in a bind, you don't have your tabs lined up good. Try again. Okay, so that's connected. We're done here. This process, super simple. Now, what gets me is the amount of stuff you got to do to program these. So I'm going to plug in my trolling motor here, and we're going to have these buttons. So once we plug it in, within 10 seconds of the trolling motor powering up, we're going to want to hold down both left and the right buttons on the trolling motor. So we've got power. There we go. It just turned. Let's see if it will turn it on. Sure enough, it will run. Just like that. So now we have to actually learn the GPS functions of this trolling motor, which is a little bit more complicated than just that. So let's refer to our handy dandy manual here. Let's see. Okay, since we have GPS signal here, we're outside because it wouldn't work in the shop, obviously. Don't mind my fish finder dangling there. You want your trolling motor to be as close as possible to the keel of the boat as far as where it's running, you know, so parallel to the keel of the boat. And then all you want to do to do the let me tell you what they call it. This is the mounting angle calibration. So you hold the manual button and then 1, 1, 2. And it makes that beep and you're done. Okay. The next one, a little harder than that. We got to move the boat around, so I'm not going to show that because I'm going to look like an idiot doing it. But this is the book here. We're going to do it on land, so we're just going to, it's already deployed. Press and hold the manual mode button, then press 111. It's going to emit a tone, and the GPS indicator light will turn off. We're going to spin the boat in 2 complete circles, and then 2 beeps will occur when very close to completing the second circle, and the GPS indicator light will turn on, and a beep will occur, signaling a successful compass calibration. So, and you can reset it to factory 114. So, we're going to hold manual button and do 1, 1, 1. Okay, and I'll be back when I get this thing spun around. Whew, that's a lot of work. But our light did come back on and it did beep. So with that, that finishes calibration of the remote. Well folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. We got this all installed, got the remote connected, and this thing's gonna be a super big help when it comes to fishing. Just quickly reading through this book here, and this thing's gonna do a lot more than I ever thought it would do. You know, compass heading control, record courses. I can store anchor points that it'll steer back to if I want to. This thing, it's going to be really nice. And quickly, I would like to state the reason that I didn't buy one that already had this installed is basically I didn't know if I would like the remote trolling motor. But the more I fish with it, the more I decided that, yeah, I do like it, and that I probably wasn't going to change from it. Now, I will say there was no cost difference with, you know, buying it with or without. It cost me about $700 to buy it without the pinpoint, and I mean, it cost about $480 to buy that kit, and you know, they're about $1,200 now, so really it's about the same money wise to buy it with or without, so it didn't really matter. I don't know really what order my videos are going to come out right now. I do have a lot of stuff scheduled. It's hot. I don't know if y'all can tell. I've got a lot of stuff scheduled right now, but I think I'm going to put this out before some of that stuff. So in some of my next videos, this is not going to be installed yet, but once we get to that point, I will start talking more about it, and I'll try to show more and more of the features that this thing will actually do. You know, there's a lot of videos like this on the internet. This is just mine. This is the experience that I had with it. Super simple install. Anybody can do it. And so, yeah, I think we're done for the day. You know, thanks for watching. Click that like, subscribe button if you enjoyed it. Stick around, see some more of my videos, my content. We're putting out a lot of stuff this year. So, like I said, thanks for watching. Y'all take it easy.